Hello Primary 4. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about the movement of the Sun and the Earth. We studied in the previous lesson that the space contains many celestial bodies. For example, the solar system. The solar system consists of Sun and 8 planets with their moons revolving around the Sun. These planets are, starting from the closest one to the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay? So, these 8 planets are found around the Sun. The Sun lies in the middle or in the center of the solar system, and the 8 planets are present around it. The planets are not fixed in their positions. They are not stable. They are moving. They are moving in a certain pathway called orbits. The orbits are like oval shapes where the planets revolve in these orbits around the Sun. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about our planet Earth and its movement or its rotations. We have 2 types of rotation that the Earth does. In this lesson, we are going to talk about these rotations. But first, we have to know that the Earth consists of 2 halves. These halves known as the hemispheres. So the Earth consists of 2 hemispheres. The upper one in the north is known as the northern hemisphere, while the lower one in the lower part is known as the southern hemisphere. Some countries and some continents lies in the northern hemisphere, like for example Egypt. Here, Africa is found in the northern hemisphere, so Egypt, here we are in the northern hemisphere of the Earth, while other countries are in the south or in the southern hemisphere. What is the axis of the Earth? The axis of the Earth is an imaginary line. The line which is not found in reality, it's unreal. We imagine that there is a line passing through the center of the Earth where the Earth rotates around. So the Earth rotates around itself or around this imaginary axis. So the first kind of rotation we are going to talk about is the rotation of the Earth around its axis or around itself. How long does it take for the Earth to complete one revolution or one rotation around itself? It takes 24 hours or 1 day. So every 24 hours, the Earth makes one rotation around itself or around its axis. And this rotation of the Earth around itself results in a phenomenon known as the sequence of day and night. So why does the day and night occur? Why there is something called day and then the night comes and then the day comes again? This happens due to the movement of the Earth. The Earth is not fixed in its position, it's rotating around itself. So, give reason, sequence of day and night or occurrence of day and night. This is due to the rotation of the Earth around its axis, and it happens every 24 hours. As you can see in the picture, this is the axis. As we said, this is an unreal line passing through the center of the Earth. This axis of the Earth is inclined. Inclined means it's slightly tilted. Okay? It divides the Earth into 2 halves. One half will be facing the Sun, okay, and this part will be morning or will be daytime, while the other half of the Earth will experience the night. So when there is morning in some countries, here in the part of the Earth facing the Sun, the other half of the Earth or in the other side of the Earth which is not facing the Sun will be nighttime. And also you have to know that the day hours is not equal to the night hours. Why? Due to this inclination of the Earth's axis. The day hours is not equal to the night hours. Sometimes the day hours is longer in certain periods of the year, and in other times of the years the night hours will be longer. Okay, this happens due to the axis of the earth being inclined. So give reason. The hours of day are not equal to the hours of night. Why does this happen? Due to the inclination of the earth's axis, or because the earth's axis is inclined. The second kind of rotation of the earth we are going to talk about now is a longer rotation, or a bigger rotation. It's the rotation of the earth around the sun. Do you remember how long does it take for the earth to complete one rotation around itself? Yes, one day, only 24 hours. But when the earth rotates around the sun, it's a very long journey. It takes much longer time. It takes a year. So the earth completes one revolution around the sun once every 1 year, or every 365 and quarter days. The 1 year consists of how many days? 365 and quarter days. Do you remember what results from the revolution of the earth around itself? It causes something, or a phenomena known as a sequence of day and night. So what happens due to this bigger rotation of the earth around the sun? It results in what? The rotation of the earth around the sun causes another phenomena known as the sequence of the 4 seasons. As we know, the 4 seasons that we experience during the years are different in their temperatures. For example, it's hot in summer, it's cold in winter, it's warm in spring, and it's cool in autumn. Why does the temperature changes from time to time during the year, or during the 4 seasons? This happens because the earth is changing its position away from the sun. Sometimes it's closer to the sun, sometimes it's farther. So according to the position of the earth from the sun, resulting in the temperature of the temperature on earth, or the season of the earth. So every 1 year there are 4 seasons that occur: summer, winter, autumn, and spring. And why does this happen? Why there are sequence of 4 seasons? Because the earth rotates around the sun, and it takes 1 year. It takes 365 and quarter days to make this long journey around the sun. So again, give reason. Occurrence of 4 seasons, or sequence of 4 seasons. Why does the phenomena of 4 seasons occur? This happens due to the rotation of the earth around the sun every 1 year. Also, we have to know that the length of day and night differs from one season to another. For example, in the summer, the day is longer than the night. The number of day hours is bigger than the number of night hours during the summer, while in winter the day is short than the night. The number of night hours is bigger than the number of the day hours in winter. Okay? While in the spring and in the autumn seasons, the day length is equal to the night length, or the hours of the day are equal to the hours of the night. So now, what about the number of day hours in these 4 seasons? For example, here in the summer, the number of day hours compared to the number of night hours, which one is longer? The day is longer. The day hours are bigger in number than the night hours. While in winter, what about the number of day hours? They are less. The day is shorter than the night. While in the autumn and spring, the number of day hours are equal to the number of the night hours. The day and night are equal in length. You also have to know that there is one moon revolving around the earth. The moon takes how long to complete one rotation around the earth? It takes 28 days, almost a month. And this results in the sequence of the lunar month. So, while the Earth is rotating around itself and the Moon is rotating around the Earth, both of them are rotating around the Sun. So, all these rotations are happening in the same time and in a very organized way. Remember, the rotation of the Earth around its axis resulting in what? Day and night. Occurrence or sequence of day and night. And this happens every 24 hours or every day. While the bigger rotation of the Earth, which happens around the Sun, it takes much longer. It takes a year or 365 and quarter days, and this results in the sequence of the 4 seasons. Thank you, Primary 4, for watching. I hope that you understood well. Thank you for watching and goodbye.